Welcome back to Over 30s Gaming. Alright, so, it has been requested that I do a video on the in and outs of Once Human. So, I am going to do this quick beginner's guide to Once Human so you guys know what you need to do when you're first getting into playing the game of Once Human. Alright. So, currently my character is in the Endless Dream scenario. If you are starting out Once Human, do not come to Endless Dream. I mean, you can if you want to get wrecked. But Endless Dream right now is the hardest scenario out there. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm currently already in Phase 4, and I've been playing pretty much. But I'm still only level 40. Excuse me. So yeah, the first thing what you do is when you're starting out at Once Human is, as you guys can see here, I have my whole base built. But let's cut to a beginning character real quick. Alright, welcome back. So, I got on my beginning character. He is only level 2. This is Starfall. So we're going to go ahead and start it out. First thing you're going to want to do, if you're going to want to build your territory. Your territory will always start out as you see here. You find a nice place to put it. I try to, line my territory up a little bit. So you got to wait until it's all green. If it's not all green, as you see, it won't let you build. So I'm going to go ahead and build it. Alright, there's my territory. My butterfly is already in it. We're currently in Starfall. So, there's, like, almost no gravity. It's like being on the moon. You want to sync with the butterfly. You want to have your butterfly. After you come through the scenario, you are automatically going to have a little bit of gear and weapons. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to a town. I will go ahead and skip there now. Alright, I'm currently in a town. I got some guys underneath me. We're going to go ahead and attack these guys. Now, the first thing you want to do... Oh, man. I hit spacebar, I guess, again. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kill these guys. Use your melee weapon the most. The reason why I say that is because, ammo is a priority right now. You got a charge attack and a regular attack. Now, if you can get up behind them, you want to backstab them. Normally, there is a achievement for getting, I think it's like 10 backstabs, if I can remember correctly. So you definitely want to try to get your backstabs early, because later on, it is harder to sneak up on characters. And then, if you hit Q, your snap, as you see, everything lights up. This is a looter shooter, so you're going to want to loot everything you can find. There will be, as you guys saw, I looted a little, like, note or whatnot. There are storyline notes, so just keep on hitting that snap button. You'll get used to it. Oh, wow, they've actually changed the setup of this place. If you go back and watch some of my earlier videos, you can see that the setup here is totally different than what it used to be. So, look for little tiny containers as well. That little tiny container. Now, if you want to make this process easier, hit escape. You're going to go to settings. You're going to scroll down to control, and you're going to do auto take, and you're going to select it to yes. I don't think it normally is on when you first get on. So you're going to want to hit the button and turn that to yes. That will make looting so much easier. You won't actually have to go and press F on everything. You'll see it'll just auto take it if it's within range. So, let's get a little bit more loot here. These gear crates, you're going to want to hit up gear crates. If you ever see a big crate, you definitely want to loot it. Alright, I got a new set of gear. Usually the gear crates will have gear in it. You have to go and you have to equip that gear. Look, 140 to 179. We're going to go ahead and equip that gear. It's better gear for me to wear. Alright, auto take feature. As you see, I didn't even see that item, and then went ahead and looted it. Oh, I didn't know the stairs was in here. Yeah, they totally changed this whole setup. Now, I like to charge. They do also have another move called Execute. Execute is also another special move that you can use. It usually pops up once you've damaged something. All right. Next is on the upper right hand of my book bag. You'll see that light is now flashing. Hit Q whenever you see that. If you hit Q whenever you see that, oh man, I didn't want the boss to come out. You will see a box show up. That way you can hit the box. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do this. I think that guy's going to fuck me up. So I do have... Now this is an elite. Luckily we're in Starfall, so I can easily get across there. You want to hit now on these big elites like this, you want to shoot those things. As you see one disappeared, shoot the tumors. It's going to make him drop. And it's going to open his weakness. Now his number one move, and this of course is in the first town of Manibus, is that stomp, which is pretty badass. It does a lot of damage if you get hit by it. Now he's spitting. Oh no, he's stomping again. Well, slamming, whatever. Alright. I'm about to knock him down to the ground. Kill this last tumor. My stupid butterfly doesn't know what the hell to do. Oh, so Starfall is the new event, so we'll probably take some getting used to, because as you can see, I'm not used to it. Man, that last tumor is taking forever to kill. And normally this guy isn't so easy to damage. Like normally that jump is really hard to get missed. You usually have to get at a higher level than the boss to be able to miss it. Now you got two. You got right click hit, and then you got left, which is a power hit. As you can see, it does more damage. I'm surprised the guy's not dead yet. Jeez, please, mac and cheese. I probably should have just gone for the headshots. I was trying to show you guys that. There we go. Knock the elite down. Now there's the box. Level up. Morphic crates are what you want to hit. Now you can see how quickly that backpack is blinking. Loot the boss. Now I'm going to go and collect this weapons crate. Alright, get a new weapon as well. Alright, here we have an in the world paper doll. Now, as you can see, it's level 1. So, the thing to know like this is the level of deviants to capture. The easier they are to capture is the amount of the level of your gloves. So as you can see, my gloves are level 1, so I can catch level 1 easier. The higher tier you go up with your gloves, the higher tier you're going to be able to capture. So you get up to 4 tries, I think it is, to capture. I'm probably going to capture this on 2 because it's going to go above 50. Yeah. So I got a paper doll. All right. So Starfall is now over because it's past 9 p.m. So running around gets a little bit easier. Going to take a little bit longer. All right, next we have what you guys can see is the Rift Anchor in front of me. The Rift Anchors used to play a whole lot bigger role, but now they don't. As you guys can see, I just obtained a blueprint. I already have it. I got the sniper rifle. Since I didn't have a secondary weapon already equipped, it auto-equipped it to my stuff. Now, every other weapon that I now get, it will not auto-equip. So, charge, power strike, power strike, power strike, soft strikes. Soft strikes, they do hit faster, but they hit softer. As you guys can see, let's see if I can get this. Oh, damn, I was hoping I was going to get an execute. Alright, see, execute. Hit F, does a special move to kill. Alright, Rift Anchors. You got Rift Anchors here. Alright, hit up the Rift Anchor. It's going to give you some Stardust. Alright, awesome. Now, as you can see, got that box up there. Let's see if we can... Yeah, we can do some parkour. Get the box. Alright. Now, if I can remember correctly, there's another gear crate in here and the area crate. As you can see, explore, overlook town. I'm trying to get that because that's going to automatically give me quite a bit of XP by exploring it. I had to get an armor crate and a weapons crate, or 2 armor crates or 2 weapons crates to be able to complete this town. And then, of course, activate the Rift Anchor. Alright, and then, of course, the mystical crate. Mystical crate, excuse me. Alright, we got the mystical crate. Gonna go ahead and loot it here. Astrium crates. They normally give, actually, blueprints, but since I've already done this scenario, it's only gonna give me Astrium crates because you can only get the blueprint pieces, I think, once every 30 days. And then we're gonna loot inside this building. This does have a basement. I think there's a gear crate down in this basement. This is where the mystical crate actually used to be. Now, if you're going to want to hit stuff on the ground, you have to look towards the ground to be able to hit the stuff on the ground. Alright, get the gear crate. Alright, I think I have enough stuff. We're going to go ahead and head back to base. Alright, how you head back to base is you press map. Go to map, I press an M, you can find your base, you can teleport to the base. Unable to teleport. Oh, it's probably because I was in current swing. Now I'll be able to teleport. Alright, gonna go back to base. Excuse me, sorry, my throat is itchy. Alright, we're back at base. Alright, I've already cleared our first town. We got stuff to be able to start making stuff with. Alright, so we're gonna go to Memetics. 14 ciphers. I've already learned the disassembly bench and the furnace. They're usually, I think they cost like 1 cipher. Pretty cheap. We're going to do primary workbench. Yeah, 1 cipher. Going to unlock that. Going to unlock leatherworking so I can make new gear. We're going to work primary supply bench. We're going to do the primary workbench. Gear workbench. We're going to do ammunition. Everything that takes 1 cipher right at the beginning, you're going to just want to go ahead and make. Wish machine, always a go. Always do the wish machine. You're going to need that later on. That's 2 ciphers. Let's go with basic building, wood structures. Just so I can make a little bit. And then basic storage. Basic storage is a big one. You want to hit up basic storage. All right. So, and your garage. There you go. Save the rest of the ciphers for what you want to do later on. This is, like I said, just the basics. All right. Now we've learned just the basics. We're going to do a supply bench real quick. So a supply bench, logs, and copper. All right. So copper. Let's see if we can find some quick copper. Yep, there's copper. All right. I got a crude axe from my tutorial, so I should be able to go over here and mine some copper. I would always just go ahead and mine a couple of nodes so that way you have what you need. And you're also getting the stone you want. All right, and then log up on some wood as well. Oh, you can see my butterfly is telling me to go do something. All right, back to personal territory. So, gathering ore, fell trees, already collected the 2. See, the game also tells you what to do. Furnace and disassembly bench. So we're going to go ahead and build a furnace.
Use the furnace to refine raw into something more practical.
And you can see use the furnace to refine, which I have to refine to make my my disassembly bench. So I'm going to go ahead and make a couple charcoal, because you have to use charcoal. First you have to fell trees, make charcoal to be able to make, as you can see here, copper ingots. So we'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back. So as you guys can see, charcoal is finished. Gonna collect the charcoal. As you can see, now I can make copper. Go ahead and make half that copper. Make 20. That'd be good. Now I got 1 minute 40. Let's wait until that's done. Alright, we're back. Alright, we're going to want to get these copper ingots. We're going to want to come out here. Now we're going to want to build our disassembly bench. Alright, we're going to build our disassembly bench. Of course, V's telling us we want to go ahead, scrap all that. Now you can go through and you can scrap other things too. Look, I'm not going to use these anymore. Let's go ahead and grid them. Leftovers is what you're really going to want. Alright, now weapons. I got the current weapons attached. I don't want to do that. Next, I'm going to want to go into the build. Storage facilities. Build you a box. That's the next high thing to build. Build you a box. Alright, start storing your stuff in a box. Take it off your body. It's just a lot easier that way. No weight, so don't worry about things that don't have any weight. Because if they don't have any weight, you can keep them on you and it doesn't matter. Alright, so I just took everything off. Now, even though that it's in the box, as you guys can see, I'll go back to facilities. Production facilities. I'm going to build a primary gear branch. Copper, I don't have enough. But as you can see, I can still build it even though that's not on my body. Alright, we're going to go ahead and max out our copper. Alright, be right back. Next key item that you guys will also notice is, as you can see the countdown timer for my my actual furnace. That's good. Alright, while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and do another thing. Going to come up and collect some water. Going to hit some G. Now, of course, this is all different between mobile and the PC. Now, for the map, we're going to go ahead and press M for map. On the mobile, you click on the mini map. Some people haven't gotten that. You just click on the mini map and it will open it. As we can see down here to the inlet, this is kind of the ocean area down here. This is dirty water. We're going to come down here and collect a little bit of salt water. I'm going to go ahead and skip to that portion now. Alright, while you are running around, you're also going to want to do 2 things. As you can see in front of me, deer. Pop. Pop. Ooh, 2 shot. Alright, the reason why you're going to want to go ahead and kill some deer is you're going to need the hide. So you're going to want to kill some deer, collect the hide and the meat. The meat's also really good to get too. And you want to do this starting off. There's a lot to do right when you're starting off at the beginning of the game. So each time you cross the deer's path, you're going to want to go ahead and get it. I know I saw that one over there, but I'm trying to show you. There's a rabbit too. Kill the rabbit. Rabbit fur is good as well. As you will see, I got deer hide from one, and I get rabbit hide from another. Each one gives a different buff. Actually, as you guys can see, the book bag was lighting up. Let's go ahead and get this. I know it's right up here on this ledge. There it is right there. Look at that. Get some power strikes in. As you can see, power strikes are the 400. Alright. Get this morphic crate. We can see the salt water right down there. Now, those morphic crates will also give deviants as well. You have a chance to get a deviant from those morphic crates as well. Alright, now you guys see that shiny ball in the air with the line going to it? Don't go to that. Not right off the beginning. That's a boss fight, boss encounter. Maybe during Starfall it wouldn't be that hard. That hard, but right now that's when you're right at the beginning. That's beyond our scope. All right, so we're gonna want to go down here. Normally, where you start to see it combined, you can usually start to think you're going to get some salt water. Let's go ahead and see if we get salt water here. I don't know if we're going to. I think it would be dirt. Nope, seawater. That's what we want. All right. Be enough to start. All right, now as you can see, click on your mini map or hit M. Go back to base. Now, the reason why you also want to do this, and actually, I should have showed you when we were back there. So, pause. All right, we're back at the beach. All right, as you guys can see, the shell rock in front of me. You're going to want to hit it. As you guys can see, you get shells, shellfish. You're going to want that. Next, we're going to go down to the beach just a little bit of more ways. I think I remember there being some of the rocks down here. There it is. All right, this is another thing you want to gather. Seaweed right here. See this green rock? Seaweed rock. Going to want to go ahead and farm that. Now, the reason why you're doing this is because seaweed spoils, and spoils pretty quickly. They can stack. So does shellfish. They stack up pretty easily, too. And there's a lot near the beach. And as you can see, yeah, I'm mostly getting gravel, but that's because I have a low pickaxe. The higher level your pickaxe, like I think the next one is bronze or copper, that will be better off for me. And it will actually get me more of the items that is associated with the actual rock. But yeah, so you want to stack it up because you're going to want the spoiled meat or spoiled food later on for your garden. All right, we're going to head back to base. We got 55 seconds. All right, since we're showing map teleportation, I also came to this teleport tower. As you can see, it kind of has like a tower and then, kind of like the Wi-Fi symbol at the top. You hit F, it turns blue. When you see a blue one at the map, that means you can teleport to it. Gray, can't teleport. Blue, I can teleport to it, but I'm already near it. At any time during the map, you can go away from the teleport tower, and you can teleport to that teleport tower from anywhere on the map for a slight cost in energy links. As you saw, it cost me 30 energy links to teleport there. So now I'm going to teleport back to my home. Alright, we got the seaweed and everything. We're going to go ahead, claim this. Alright, going to go ahead and make our Premier Gear workbench. Craft some armor. Alright, here we go. So armor is a big deal in this game, okay? Armor is what allows you to do more damage. Leveling up has nothing to do with damage. Leveling up gets you memetics so you can make more stuff. It has nothing to do with your damage output. So, as you can see, I have all full starred stuff. You will not start off this way. Your gear will start off like this piece right here. 0 stars. That just means you can level up that piece of equipment to make it do higher buffs. More damage. Alright. So, here, as we can see, movement speed bonus, cold resist, HP, gathering speed. So, when I make this gear, it will give me those buffs with the amount of items that I do in that gear set. Here I can also change Shabby Fabric from Snowland Rustic set. It only allows the two because in Way of Winter you got hot rock and cold rock, which allows you to do an extra buff towards cold resist and heat resist. Then we have the different types of hide that does different things to your armor. Pay attention to this. Look at it. Regular rawhide gives you nothing, but if you see regular hide usually comes from pigs, gives max HP. Cowhide, sprint damage reduction. crit damage reduction. Those are the different types of damage. So while I'm sprinting, you have a damage reduction of 3%. Let's see here. I think rabbit fur mid-air damage reduction. So while you're in mid-air, you get 5% damage reduction. We're just going to go ahead and go with deer hide. And we're going to select that and put it on. Equip now. All right. So that automatically put the new hat on. And as you can see, new hat. That means I can go here. I can look at it. And it removed my hat, and I got 4.9. All right, look. HP, pollution resist, PSI intensity. PSI intensity is what allows you to do more damage. And then, of course, HP gives you more HP. And now I got a movement speed bonus. So let's go ahead and make one more item. Let's go ahead and go with pants. I want some pants on. We're going to go ahead and make this one, get that cold resist. Deer hide, we're going to stick with it. As you see, deer hide, it takes 3 pieces, so I'm glad I stopped and I killed those deer. All right. Now I got some pants on. Now it looks like I'm dressed for the actual weather. All right, next, the thing you also need to know is tiers. As you can see, tiers right here, right? So at level 1 through 10, let's see, I want to make sure I get this right. Let's go to armor crafting. I just want to double make sure. Yeah, from level 1 through 10, you can wear tier 1. From 10 through 20, you can wear tier 2. From 20 to 30, tier 3. From 30 to 40, tier 4. From 40 to 50, tier 5. When you enter that new level, go and make your gear. All right? The reason why that is you're going to be going into that new damage level, that new HP area. Those deviants and everything are going to have the HP to match your weapon. So you're going to need that new gear to be able to go in those new areas and do the proper amount of damage to do it quickly. All right, your gear does take damage over time. As you can see, I've used this. I did not make this, right? As you can see, it says dropped gear. You cannot repair dropped gear. You can only repair gear that you make. I've made this crossbow. As you can see, it doesn't say dropped. I can go here and I can repair it. All right, but if I go here, I can't repair this. You are not the owner. You cannot repair. So remember that. Weapons take utilization damage. Dropped gear, can't repair it. I can repair this item. I can repair all of these because I made the items. So made gear will always be better. Now, another thing to keep in store is we need to build. All right, so we need more charcoal and more copper ore. So I'm going to go ahead and make more charcoal here. Do halfies. That should be able to get us enough. And then I'm going to pause while I farm a little bit more. All right, we're back. All right, so we're going to go ahead, get this charcoal. We're going to make our stove. Stove is key. Having a stove is key. All right, I have enough wood. Boiled water is key. All right, so of course, seawater gives you salt. You will need this to make food later on. And then, of course, boiled water. You want to do boiled water, okay? Because if you drink dirty water, it will make you sick and it will make you lose weight. When you lose weight, the weight determines what you can currently do. So if we come over here, you can see here, my current weight, I'm between 65 and 85 kilograms. Base load, 90 kilograms. Torso damage reduction, 10%. Stamina recovery speed, 10%. Body temperature recovery speed, 30%. If I get fat, melee attack speed, if I gain weight, base load goes up to 100 kilograms. I can carry 10 more kilograms. Melee attack speed, negative 10%. Rolling speed, negative 20%. Weapon stability, 15. Cold resist, plus 5. If I lose weight, my base load goes down to 80. That's what you can carry. My melee attack speed goes up 15% damage. My max stamina, 25. And heat resist, 5. So, as you can see, the skinnier you are, the longer you can stay in the hot. The fatter you are, the longer you can stay in the cold. Kind of works. All right, next thing you have to pay attention to is hydration. Look at that. I'm yellow, right? Look, full hydration is white. 60 to 100% sprint speed, 20% stamina. You guys can read. I won't insult your intelligence. But the lower you go down is going to decrease what you can do and the stability of your character. Same for food. Same for sanity. When sanity drops below half, you get a whim. You can only have 6 whims at a time. Go look in the description below. I will link my whims video. Go and look at that. Alright, and then of course this is just stamina. Alright. So now we got our boiled water. Now, I'm going to show you what happens if you drink too much gross water. Look at that. Drop my sanity. It actually tells you what it's doing, right? I got another whim. 2 whims. Look, it's actually hurting me. See? Now, you can't drop... Excuse me. You can't drop below 1 health while doing it. But look, I now have a disease, right? I'm now sick. As you can see, I hit F on the disease. Gastric discomfort. I'm severe. Intermittent vomiting, energy negative to max load negative 10, easier to lose weight. Energy cannot heal without treatment. Consume toxic food will worsen the condition. Use antibiotics to help recovery. Alright. Oh, wrong table. I don't have that table up yet, so let's go ahead and build that table. Need a supplies workbench. Alright. Supplies workbench. I need antibiotics. Detoxicant. I need 1 more detoxicant to be able to do antibiotics. However, what I can do is I can take a sanity gummy. That's going to allow my sanity to come up. I'm going to take 1 more. And then I'm going to use an activator, number 6. As you can see, my health is back up. However, I have not gotten rid of my sick stomach. I am losing weight. So, I currently need to try to do that. Now, sorry for my coughing. I'm going to go ahead and build this stuff. As you can see, I'm vomiting. It's now taking the time. I can now be attacked. Not good. Alright, so I need a couple more trees. And I'm slower, as you guys can see. Alright. I'm going to show you how I'm going to hurry up and get that detoxicant. I'm going to build another platform here. Alright. As you guys saw, I built a garage. I'm going to build the garage. I need 13 copper, so we're going to go ahead and farm that copper real quick. Alright, we're back. I did for my farming. I got my copper. I got more smelting now. Alright, so we're going to go back down to garage. We're going to build a garage. And then the reason why you build a garage is you can come here. Vehicle list. Bicycle. That's what you want to make. That should be the first thing you make. It's the easiest thing to make. All it takes is scrap, and I think maybe a little bit of... actually, it just takes scrap to make. Very easy to get. Takes no fuel to use. Alright? Then you come out here, you hit G. I now got a bike. So now I'm going to ride up to the one place I know for a fact I can get detoxicant. Alright, I did my long travel. I'm currently where I need to be. As you guys can see, I came up here to the Monolith of Greed. I'll show you, that's quite a far away. I got that teleport tower up at the Monolith. Now, the reason why I came up to the Monolith is because every Monolith has 3 places for med kits. And as you can see, I'm already getting detoxicants, gear crate. The only Monolith that does not currently have any of the goodies is the last Monolith for the Forsaken. Now, I need water. I'm losing it. Now, I actually just got knocked on the outside of here, and that was because of the fact of I was throwing up. So being sick does not help in this game. You need to stay hydrated, and you need to stay healthy, because otherwise because the animation will not stop. Even if something's attacking you, it's like real life. You're going to throw up. Now I'm going to go back down over here. There's one more over here in the corner, as you can see right here. All right, I got my detoxicant. All right, I'm going to go back to base. And then I'll run you guys through the rest of the quick, easy stuff just to get started. All right, now we're here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wrong bench. Let's go ahead and make some antibiotics because we're sick. We're tired of being sick. Antibiotics. Awesome. Let's take these antibiotics. Let's see what happens. Alright. For 30 seconds, we got constant healing for antibiotics. So, as you can see, the 30 seconds, it's going down. We're at 80. I've currently lost a lot of weight. As you can see, I was normal weight. Now I'm underweight. So, I'm going to have to eat a lot to be able to gain my weight back. I might end up having to make one more antibiotic to be able to... Alright, now we're back. Hit F for details. So, we're healing over time. Antibiotics are done. So, I am going to need one more antibiotic to get me healthy. Let's go ahead and make it. Take that antibiotic to get back healthy. Get rid of that full gastric problem. As we can see, it's counting down. We just need to get below 30 so we can have mild. You can heal from mild very easily. There we go. Now we're good again. Alright? So that means also, too, when I eat, I'll get more from eating and drinking as well. And it will fill my body up better. Alright, we are fully hydrated, fully fed. Alright, next, as you can see in top left-hand corner, main storyline, press tab. Watch the main storyline, okay? Function wheel, select cradle to enter the mimetic screen. Alright, we're going to select cradle. Go to mimetic screen, alright? It tells you, the tutorial walks you through. Alright, and
let's build an equipment bench and workbench.
I've already done a lot of this. I just watch you guys through it.
Don't forget, you also need to make ammo on the
So I would definitely suggest you taking the tutorial and walking through it, okay? Next, you also have these mimetic specializations. The mimetic specializations open up a level every 5 levels. It'll give you something special, another buff to add. This identity selection doesn't really do anything. It just shows other players what you have specialized in. It does nothing towards your abilities. All right. The cradle. When the cradle opens up, we have to defeat the Ravenous Hunter. It gives you another buff to be able to do your stuff. Link in the videos to my selection, my weapons build. It shows you how to build what I'm currently using, Critical Pulse. All right. Blueprints. Go to blueprints. This is how you select and make your weapons. You can add your blueprints inside here and level them up. Check the link below. All right. Cosmetics. Cosmetics is how you can dress your character. You can pick different things. If you select it, you can. That's the current mask that I have on. I can change the outlook of my character and hit equip. Does not change the equipment I'm currently wearing. So I can, change my character. I can find the current, change the whole outlook. Doesn't change. It just changed the appearance. It doesn't change my actual gear. All right, mods. I have a mod video. Link below. All right. Now, of course, let's go through backpack. Backpack. Consumables. Bottle. All right. Tools all go into the tools, the thing. Materials is the screw. This is where your materials go. Special items. Blueprints. Astrium crates. Weapon mod parts. Stellar planula. Chrysalis tokens. Anything you guys get that are kind of locked to the person or that are used in scenario achievement. Construction, building parts. You can get items that you don't need to actually make by getting them dropped. This is a blueprint. When I learn it, I already learned the formula. It allows you to make it from materials. If you get it in construction, it takes no materials to make. You can just put it down and it's there. And then, of course, my deviants and link below to the deviant video. All right. One thing I forgot to show is the journey. You're going to want to hit escape. You're going to want to go to Explorer's Guide, Journey. Speak with the trader, completed. All right, we have to go to the main town. Let's go to the main town. Ooh, this is the only thing I don't like about the bike, is it has so many parts on it that you can click. Let's go to the main town real quick. Luckily, I am posted right next to the main town. You have Journey, and then of course you have commissions that you can do throughout the game. I don't know when the commissions open up, but
What? It just appeared out of thin air.
let's go into the town.
Back, folks. This thing can move.
They're talking the wish machine. That's what that's about. All right, this is the commissions guy right here. He doesn't currently have them. Let's see here. Journey. Who does he want me to talk to? When main story speaks with... Oh, so you have to create the main storyline. All right, so we're going to go to map. Don't forget to complete your journey. That gives you a lot of XP. So I can't actually click it. We're going to go to tasks, and these are the tasks you have to do, okay? So the thing that you want to remember are these tasks allow you to actually do what you're supposed to do to progress into the storyline. Now, main tasks storyline will, of course, be, I guess that's yellow or yellow. Those are what you're going to want to do. So I have one storyline task here. I clicked on it. It's sending me... It's supposed to send me to the journalist. Alright, it's probably because I haven't already done my one back at base. Oh, it's over here. So these are main storyline tasks that you want to do. These allow you to progress in the main storyline. And of course, I'm just going to go through it really quick. Now he's going to send me to other people to talk to other people to progress me along the storyline. All right. And as you can see, gather 5 dirty water, 5 oranges. So this will also show you how to play the game. Please do the basic storyline. It will walk you through the basic concepts, and hopefully the other stuff that I showed you will also help walk you through what you're supposed to be doing in the game. Have any questions, please ask. I think that is a crude showing of how to start Once Human and how to be able to make it throughout. If you have any questions or you want more detailed information for videos that I haven't already posted, go ahead, leave a comment. I want to help people play Once Human. So, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks again for watching Over 30s Gaming. And don't forget, keep gaming, gamers.